Hey everyone. Welcome back to Speak English with Mishu. I'm Emily and I'm super excited for today's episode.
Hey friends, I'm Liam, and today we're diving deep into something very important: how to improve your listening skills in English. Trust me, it's a total game changer.
Totally. A lot of learners focus only on grammar or speaking, but listening, it's one of the most powerful skills. It helps you understand real conversations, movies, podcasts, everything.
Exactly. But let's be honest, listening can be hard at first. Native speakers talk fast, use slang, sometimes even mumble. So don't worry if you're struggling. You're not alone.
That's why we're here today. In this episode, we'll break it all down, step by step. We'll give you tips, tricks, and examples to help you become a better English listener.
Let's start from the beginning. Emily, what do you think is the first step to improving listening skills?
Good question. I'd say the first step is listening every day, even just 10 or 15 minutes. Make it a habit.
Totally agree. Listening is like going to the gym. You don't build muscles in one day, right? Same with your ears. You need to train them.
And the good news, you don't need a teacher for this. You can listen to songs, YouTube videos, Netflix shows, or even podcasts like this one.
Exactly. But here's the trick. Don't just listen passively. Be active. Focus. Try to catch words, sounds, phrases. Maybe write a few down.
Oh, and one more thing, don't be afraid of not understanding everything. That's normal. At first, you'll only catch a few words, but slowly your brain gets better at it.
Right. It's like learning to swim. You don't jump in and do flips on the first day. First you float, then you paddle, then you swim like a pro.
Great example, Liam. And just like swimming, consistency is key. So, listeners, are you ready to practice every day, even just 15 minutes?
Let's do it together. In the next part, we'll talk about what kind of listening materials are best for beginners. Like, should you listen to slow English or real native content? Stay tuned.
Yup, grab your headphones and don't forget, listening is learning. Let's keep growing together.
All right, welcome back, everyone. So, Emily, we talked about listening every day. But here's the big question: what should someone listen to?
Good question. Honestly, it depends on your level. If you're a beginner, I recommend starting with slow and clear English. Not baby English, but something a bit easier to catch.
Yeah, like beginner-friendly podcasts, English audiobooks, or YouTube channels that speak slowly and clearly. There's no shame in starting simple.
Totally. It's like learning to ride a bicycle. You start with training wheels first. Same with listening. Give your ears time to adjust.
And you know what I always suggest? Try graded listening content. That's English made especially for learners. It's slow, uses simple vocabulary, and often repeats key phrases.
Yes, graded content is awesome. And once you're a bit more confident, you can level up to real world stuff like songs, movies, and natural podcasts.
But here's a tip for everyone listening: choose topics you actually enjoy. If you love sports, listen to sports shows. If you love cooking, try recipe videos. Fun equals focus.
Absolutely. Don't torture yourself with boring stuff just because it's educational. If you like what you're hearing, you'll pay more attention, and that means better learning.
Let's give some real examples. Emily, what are your favorite things to listen to when learning a language?
Ooh, I love watching drama series with English subtitles. And for something quick, I listen to English vlogs or simple TED Talks on YouTube.
Nice. For me, it's podcasts, especially ones that tell stories, like The Moth or ESL Pod for learners. I also like listening to English news, slowly, like Voice of America Learning English.
Oh yeah, Voice of America Learning English is a classic. Clear voice, slow pace, and great for training your ears. It's a gem.
So remember, guys, start easy, go steady, and listen to what you love. That's the key.
In the next part, we'll talk about something super important. Should you use subtitles or not? And how do subtitles help your listening skills?
Ooh, subtitles. That's a hot topic. So stay with us and we'll explore all that in part 3.
All right, welcome back, listeners. So, Liam, we've talked about what to listen to. Now let's talk about something learners always ask. Should I use subtitles?
Ooh, the big question. My answer is yes, but be smart about it. Subtitles can really help, especially in the beginning.
Exactly. When you're just starting out, it's totally okay to watch with English subtitles, not your native language, English subtitles only.
Why English subtitles? Because you're training your brain to connect the written word with the sound. It's double practice.
Right. You hear it and see it. For example, if someone says, I'm gonna go, and you see I'm gonna go on screen, you learn how native speakers say things naturally.
Totally. And guess what? Over time, you'll start recognizing those sounds even without reading.
But here's a tip. Don't become addicted to subtitles. Use them at first, but try to turn them off slowly.
Yep. A great trick is to watch something twice. First time with English subtitles. Second time, no subtitles. See how much you understand.
Oh, I love that. It's like giving your brain a second chance to catch what it missed.
And for more advanced learners, you can try just listening without watching, like closing your eyes and focusing only on the sound. That's a real challenge.
Ooh, yeah, that's powerful. It forces your brain to really listen. But again, baby steps. Start with subtitles, then slowly move away.
So, quick summary. 1. Start with English subtitles. 2. Watch your favorite shows or videos. 3. Then watch again without subtitles. 4. Try just audio when you're ready.
Perfect plan. And in the next part, we'll talk about how to actively listen, not just sit and hear, but actually train your ears like a pro.
Yup. So grab your notebook and let's level up your listening.
All right, everyone, welcome back. So far, we've talked about listening every day, picking the right materials, and using subtitles smartly. Now, let's get into the real magic, active listening.
Ooh, yes. Active listening is where the real growth happens. So, Liam, what's the difference between active and passive listening?
Great question. Passive listening is like playing English audio in the background while cooking or scrolling your phone. You're not really paying attention.
Haha, yeah, we all do that. But with active listening, you give full focus to what you hear. You sit down, maybe with a notebook, and really listen like a detective.
Exactly. You try to catch every detail, new words, intonation, sentence patterns. You can even pause and rewind. It's like training your ears in the gym.
And here's a fun exercise. Pick a short video or audio clip, just 1 or 2 minutes long. Then,
Step 1, listen once without subtitles. Step 2, listen again with subtitles. Step 3, write down new or difficult words. Step 4, try to repeat or shadow the speaker. Step 5, listen again without reading anything.
yes, that's a perfect routine. It's short, focused, and super effective. Even doing this just 10 minutes a day can bring amazing results.
And don't stress if you don't understand everything. That's normal. Just try to understand the main idea first.
Right. Don't try to catch every word. Start by getting the feeling, the topic, the emotion. Later, you can work on details.
Oh, and don't forget, repeat what you hear out loud. That's called shadowing, and it helps your pronunciation and listening at the same time.
I love shadowing. Just listen to one sentence, pause the audio, and then try to say it exactly like the speaker. Try to copy the rhythm, the tone, everything.
It feels a little weird at first, but wow, it really works. You start to sound more natural, and your ears become super sharp.
So guys, are you ready to become active listeners? It's time to move from just hearing English to really feeling it.
And coming up next, we'll share real listening practice tips you can use at home. Easy, fun activities to boost your English skills.
So stay with us and let's keep building those beautiful listening muscles.
Hey again, friends! So far, we've learned a lot about active listening. Now, let's make it fun. Liam, ready to share some cool at-home activities?
Totally. You don't need a teacher or classroom for this stuff. Just some motivation and maybe a pair of headphones.
All right, activity number 1, the pause and predict game. You play a video or podcast, pause it after a sentence, and then guess what's coming next.
Oh, that one's fun. It helps your brain get used to natural sentence patterns. Plus, it keeps you alert and thinking in English.
Next up, Fill in the blanks. Take a song or a short audio and write down what you hear. Later, check the lyrics or subtitles to see how close you were.
That's a classic. And for more challenge, try fast songs or rap. Only when you feel confident, though.
Haha, true. Okay, third activity. Talk to the audio. This one's creative. Pause a conversation and imagine how you would reply in English.
Nice one, Emily. It makes listening more interactive. You're not just listening, you're joining in the conversation.
Activity 4. Describe the scene. Watch a short video on mute and try to guess what's happening just by the body language. Then play the audio and see if you were right.
That's a cool trick. It trains both your ears and your imagination. And the last one for today, daily dictation. Listen to one English sentence every morning, write it down, and say it out loud.
Oh, yeah. Just one sentence a day can slowly build your skills. It's like feeding your brain one English snack at a time.
Exactly. So listeners, don't just sit and hope your English will improve. Pick one of these activities and do it today. Practice makes progress.
In the next part, we'll talk about a really common problem, understanding native speakers when they speak fast. Why does it sound like one long word?
Haha, yes, that's a big one. So stay with us because things are about to get even more interesting.
Welcome back, everyone. So, let's get real. You press play on an English video and boom, it sounds like one long, super fast sentence. Right, Emily?
Oh yes, like, what are you gonna do about it? And you're like, wait, was that even English?
Exactly. So here's the thing. Native speakers often connect words. It's called connected speech, and that's why it sounds fast or even impossible to follow.
Yes, they don't say, what are you going to do about it? They say, what are you gonna do about it? Sounds crazy, right?
Totally. But don't worry, it's not your fault. Your ears just need time and training to get used to these patterns.
So here's the good news. Connected speech follows rules. Once you know the patterns, it gets easier. Like,
Want to becomes wanna. Going to becomes gonna. Did you becomes didja.
exactly. It's like a shortcut system in English. Native speakers use it all the time in daily life.
And once you recognize it, your brain goes, aha, I've heard this before. And boom, you understand the sentence.
Here's an exercise. Find a short YouTube video or podcast with subtitles. Listen once, then pause and repeat what the speaker says. Try to copy how they connect words.
Yes, this is great shadowing practice. And don't worry if you don't get it perfect. Just try. Even repeating 3 words correctly is progress.
Another tip, slow down the speed. On YouTube or podcast apps, you can change playback speed to 0.75x or even 0.5x.
Such a good tip. Slow it down, listen carefully, and when you feel confident, try it at normal speed. It's like training wheels on a bike.
So remember, native speakers aren't trying to confuse you. They're just speaking naturally. And with practice, you can totally keep up.
And in the next part, we'll talk about building your English listening environment, how to make English part of your daily life.
Can't wait. So don't go anywhere. We're just getting started.
All right, everyone, welcome back. So we've talked about why native speakers sound fast. Now let's focus on something super important, your English environment.
Yup. Think about this. How do kids learn language? They don't study grammar books. They just hear the language all around them, every single day.
Exactly. So if you want to improve your listening, you've got to create an English bubble around you, even if you're in a non-English speaking country.
So let's break it down. What are some simple ways to make English part of your day?
Well, number 1, change your phone language to English. It's such an easy way to train your brain.
Oh, yes. And how about listening to English music in the background while you do chores, cook, or walk outside?
Perfect. And here's another one. Listen to an English podcast every morning while brushing your teeth or having breakfast.
Or watch YouTube videos in English during lunch break. Doesn't have to be long. Just 5-10 minutes a day can help a lot.
Also, try this. Play English videos while doing boring stuff like laundry or cleaning your room. You're turning boring time into learning time.
Love that. And one more tip. Follow English creators on social media. That way, when you scroll, you're seeing and hearing English all the time.
Exactly. Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, TikToks, even 1-minute videos can help your ears get used to natural speech.
And don't worry if you don't understand everything. Just let your ears relax and get used to the rhythm of the language.
You're not studying all the time, you're just living with English. That's how it becomes part of your brain.
Coming up in the next part, we'll talk about listening goals, how to set small, clear goals to stay motivated and make real progress.
Yep, because when you have a goal, you have a direction. So stick with us and we'll help you level up your listening journey. Hey, welcome back everyone. So Emily, a lot of learners start listening practice, but then stop after a few days. Why do you think that happens?
I think it's because they don't have clear goals. Like they're listening, but they don't know why or what they want to achieve.
Exactly. Without a goal, it's easy to feel lost or bored. That's why today we're going to talk about setting simple listening goals that actually keep you moving forward.
So let's make it easy. Here's a fun rule. Start small, stay consistent. For example, your first goal could be listen to 5 minutes of English every day. Understand the main idea of a short podcast. Learn 3 new phrases from a YouTube video.
Yes, those are perfect mini goals. You don't need to listen for 2 hours to improve. Just show up every day.
And here's a tip. Track your progress. Use a notebook or even your phone. Write, today I listened to 5 minutes of English. I learned the phrase, what's up?
That's awesome. When you look back after a week or a month, you'll be surprised how much you've done. It builds motivation.
Also, make your goals fun. If you love music, make a goal like learn 1 new song every week. If you love stories, watch 1 English short film every weekend.
Love that. Make goals that feel exciting, not heavy. That way, listening becomes something you want to do, not something you have to do.
One more idea, buddy goals. Find a friend and share your weekly goal. Like, hey, this week I'll try to understand an English recipe video. What about you?
Yes, having a learning buddy helps you stay on track. Plus, you can celebrate your wins together.
So, listeners, take a moment today and write down your first listening goal. Just one small step.
And in the next part, we're going to talk about how to understand different English accents. American, British, Australian, they all sound different, right?
Oh yeah, that's a tricky one. But don't worry, we've got some great tips coming up.
Hey everyone, welcome back. So Emily, let's talk about accents. When I started learning English, I thought there was just one English sound.
Right? But nope. English comes with a big mix of accents. American, British, Australian, Canadian, and so many more.
And sometimes it feels like they're speaking totally different languages. Like the British water sounds very different from the American one.
Exactly. Or the Australian accent, which can sound really fast and tricky to catch.
So how can learners get used to these different accents without feeling overwhelmed?
Great question. The first tip is expose yourself to different accents little by little. Don't try to learn all accents at once.
Start with one accent you like or find interesting. For example, watch American movies or British TV shows, depending on your goal.
Yes, and try to listen actively. Focus on how they pronounce certain words, their rhythm, and intonation.
Also, use subtitles at first. When you hear a new accent, subtitles help you connect sounds to words.
And when you feel ready, challenge yourself by watching without subtitles. It's okay if you don't catch everything, just enjoy the experience.
Here's a fun idea. Try imitating the accent. Copy the way speakers talk. It's a great way to train your ears and your mouth at the same time.
Oh yes, it's also fun and helps your speaking skills. Plus, you start noticing differences you never heard before.
Another tip, use language learning apps or websites that focus on different accents. Some have specific lessons for British or American pronunciation.
And don't forget, accents are just part of the language's flavor. You don't have to sound like a native to be understood.
Exactly. The most important thing is to understand and be understood. Confidence is key.
So, take your time exploring different accents. Have fun with it. In the next part, we'll talk about how to handle those moments when you just don't understand what you hear, and what to do instead of getting frustrated.
Yes, because that happens to all of us. Stay tuned.